So I have some shave gel on my hand, and I like to just use a light layer of shave gel. I don't like a lot of shave gel because I don't want the hairs to be stuck on the skin after it's been shaven off. So over here I'm just going to give a light stretch. And now I'm going to be able to set that line closer to exactly where I want it versus doing this with my liner. This is always going to give you more control on where the setting of that line is going to be. Now we're going to brush away that line and see what's really left behind and detail a little bit further. Yeah, perfect. Yep, turn a little bit near the back. I like to just pull on the earlobe to kind of tighten up the skin over on the side over here. And this is going to give you a much more flatter surface to blade behind the ear. The key here is to cut only a couple hairs at a time. And if you guys are following along, a lot of the hairs are already shaven away, has already been cut right down as low as possible with our foil shaver. So when we come to blade this line now, the build up to the line is very smooth. You're not catching all those hairs that were thick that were there before. It's already got shaven away. There is not even any stubble there. So making my way to that line feels a lot more comfortable without all that irritation. That's this side finished. Let's take a look in the mirror, get that check. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. Now keep in mind, whenever I'm doing my beard lineup on one side, I'm using the facial features to keep myself in check. So the line is curving right around, for example, this bump on his ear. That's where the curve starts. And it's ending off at the corner of his lip. Now, using that same reference point is going to give me my best chance of getting symmetry because he's mostly symmetrical. And my bend is going to be right around the bump of the ear as well, and making sure that my line finishes at the corner of his lip. Again, with some shave gel. And this is going to allow me to limit that irritation while working in that line. Keep your head stiff. You always want to make sure that the head is stiff and they're not working too much to help you, because what that's going to do is going to take away the tension from the skin. We want to keep the tension very, very strong and very tight. If they're moving with you with your push, you're actually losing that tension. So that's one of the reasons why I put up the headrest. If I notice that their head is bobbing a lot and there's not too stiff, it gives them a nice anchor to keep their head still. Because that tension is what's going to limit that irritation and allow you to cut the hair in a precise way. Now, just like what I did on the other side, you want to brush away what I call that dust line and see what's truly left behind and detail further until it looks perfectly the way you want it after you brush it off. A lot of times you leave it with the dust line because it looks really clean and it looks really sharp, but when you brush it away, it's not where his hair is actually going to sit. It's just a buildup of all the hairs that you already shaved away, meaning that it's not your true line. Now putting him in forward, you can see the symmetry, making sure that both areas come to the same place. Using the vision that what he's going to see, looking at the angle where he's going to see. Now this area does get a little bit hard to blade. So what I actually do over the years, I've learned to blade with both hands. So by switching to my left hand, I'm able to get the angle lower on the beard line over here. Lastly, we're just gonna line up his mustache area. Now this is the most sensitive part of the whole beard, is actually the mustache area. So you wanna make sure that you definitely put gel over there and keep the skin tight, stretch the skin so we can get the details over there. Okay, stretch please. I like to use what I call like the piggy nose. This is gonna help keep that skin right above the lip very tight when I do that. This is gonna help. So I'm gonna start with the end and work my way to the middle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our finished look, fading down the beard, lining it up. Through this segment, we talked about different tools, techniques, and how our approach was to creating this look for Damien over here. And guys, stay tuned for our next segment where we're going to be talking about color enhancement. If you guys want to take this haircut and beard to the next level, these are the techniques we're going to use that we want them to stand out from the average person walking down the street. These are the techniques that you're going to be able to see that beard from down the street and be like, wow, that is a very fresh and clean beard. So stay tuned for that, and we're looking forward to helping you elevate your game.